Looks like a bit of a character. So John Harding Jr. making his way to the ring. Moved up and down a little bit in weight, feels that he's settled at middleweight now. Had a draw with Anthony Fox, who's a tough guy, went the distance with the uber talented Lerone Richards as well. So just the one blemish on his record, and well, I think there was a feeling he could have won that had he boxed. It was just dragged into a slightly messy affair that the judges were able to separate on the scorecards. I know he was disappointed with himself that night, so looking to make amends. Conrad, of course, all important things when you're learning in this business.
Is this the first comeback fight since the loss, or?
So John Harding Jr. 3-0 with a single draw, 33 years of age now, boxing out of Miguel's gym. Isaac Chamberlain, of course, with that blockbuster headliner at the O2 against Lawrence Okoli last weekend. Things just didn't quite go his way, but what a fabulous gym and a great reputation Miguel's has cultivated in recent years. You go down there on sparring day, my goodness, there's no busier place. It's like Piccadilly Circus in there. And Harding Jr., well, he's had a difficult time over the last
body shot.
Couple of years, spent some time inside. And I see really there have been some low points for him. He said you don't know how difficult life can be and how much you go into survival mode until the water and electrics are cut off from your house, and it forces you to do things that you never think you would otherwise. But well, he's come good and realised that this could be his route to something special, and he's in good company at Miguel's, got a good team around him. He looks in good condition this evening too. He's kind of gone up a little bit in weight, down a bit too, just feels comfortable at middleweight. Really interesting to see how he progresses in the next 6 months.
It's, I mean, boxing is a sport, you know, that attracts a lot of people that are trying to fight their way out or away from something. So, you know, we've got to wish him all the best and hope he has a fairy tale ending he's looking for.
Well, he said he's dreamt of this, and just asked the question how far dreams do go, and I think it's really just going to be a case of how hard is he willing to work for this.
Seems to be having some good success early on here. Some good body shots and hooks.
Nice relaxed style, isn't he, too?
That's it.
He's spent a couple of spells inside, and said when he's come out and sparred, people have always said, wow, you've really got something special. He's a talented guy.
It's just a matter of keeping composed long enough to really make a go of it, I guess.
Sharp one too, though.
Very nice.
His opponent, Louis Van Poetsch, is considerably shorter. He's not got the reach of Harding, and I think Harding's doing the right thing right now, just keeping him on the end of the jab.
That's it. Van Poetsch looks a little bit like a 1800s strongman in there, but very game, and he obviously knows what he's doing, keeping his hands up, trying to keep a tight guard. But I don't think it will be enough to keep the pest away from him.
He was in Isaac Chamberlain's dressing room for British Beef, and that will have given him an interesting taste of the big atmosphere on a big fight night, and I'm sure that regardless of the result, that will have been a kind of atmosphere that he would have savoured and maybe mentally prepared himself for, and asked himself whether that's something that he can achieve in.
It's definitely as big as it gets in the UK, the British Beef fight last week.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely, you know, it's great to be just a part of it, even if unfortunately his guy didn't make it.
And a terrific stable over there as well, like Sir Chris Congo, Richard Riakporhe, the big punching cruiserweight, also making a good name for himself under Hellraiser Promotions, and Isaac Chamberlain, of course, as well. And regardless of the defeat, those guys are putting themselves out there in some good fights and carving a really solid reputation. And John Harding Jr. will want to be a part of that reputation and want to represent his team and the coaches well.
And I think he's doing it so far. He's definitely, you know, making a good show of himself here. Sharp jabs, doubling it up. Just pushing his opponent back.
Nice long left hook, straight right hand down the middle. This one just scheduled for 4, remember. That was lovely, long right hand to the body.
And then just slipping out of the way of anything that came back. This is the thing, with someone that cagey in front of you, you've just got to be careful not to get caught on the counter.
Absolutely. Don't know whether my eyes deceived me there. I think he just attempted a kind of guard pull down with the lead hand, and we've got someone like Van Poetsch who's got that high tight guard, that pull down. If you've got the reach to extend your arm, pull the guard away and push the right hand through, be a really effective weapon. Not easily done. Those kind of moves that the great Julio Cesar Chavez used to use, and more recent times, Vasyl Lomachenko.
Yeah.
That's starting to kind of filter its way down through some of our young boxers who are using it as well. It's good to see that those things don't go amiss.
That's it, that's it. Van Poetsch just trying to come back a little bit. I don't know, that looked a little bit low from this angle.
It's good sportsmanship there, just a little apology there. I think Harding actually kind of dipped down to his right as the shot landed, which may have just exacerbated the shot, but he's got through with some solid leather there, Harding Jr.
Good uppercut.
Trying to tee up that straight right hand with the left, and the referee saying, don't hold it out.
Just trying to line his opponent up.
He wasn't he? Just measuring the distance and the gap. This is good from Harding, because every time Van Poetsch just attempts to step into range, he's just there with the jab, isn't he? Just pinging it off and making sure that he doesn't get closer than he needs to.
That's it, just controlling the distance and then attacking and moving in, you know, at will.
This is good, just a little shimmy of the footwork, left and right movement, just to give himself a brief breather.
There's another low blow coming back the other way this time.
I really like what we're seeing from Harding so far, though. He's using the foot feints to combination between that and the jab just to keep his man at bay. Right hand gets through the guard.
Keep his opponent guessing, jabbing away, keeping him at distance, moving round. Yes, clinical performance. I guess what they're telling him in the corner is just, you know, more of the same. Stay composed and keep firing out the jabs and you know, and then just waiting for the openings.
So Andre Sterling up next after this, the Fitzroy Lodge light heavyweight who had a decent career as an amateur. He's looking to impress once again at York Hall. But right here at middleweight, so far so good for John Harding Jr., who starts positively.
Just comes out with some good shots straight away. Again, just trying to unpick that guard of Van Poetsch.
He's got nice balance and economical movement too. Not a lot of wasted movement, is there? He's kind of he moves well around the ring, but doesn't move too much and just dictates with shimmies. And
with this kind of movement, you know, he'll definitely do well, you know, with the longer fights because it's so economical. He's not wasting any energy.
Clubs the right hand over the top.
And then just controls the distance again. Make sure that nothing comes back.
Van Poetsch just kind of closing those hands together every time that Harding feints to throw a jab and just maybe opens up the shot for the looping shot round the side, which he kind of lands as I say it. And I think he probably spotted that pattern.
It's kind of like he's setting it up on purpose. He knows, you know, jab down the middle, and then throw a looping punch around the side.
It's just good to see that he's thinking a couple of steps ahead of his opponent too. There's thought in his work, and his coach in the corner is just telling him to circle around a little bit as well to try and exploit those gaps that are maybe appearing on occasion around the side of the guard. See there again, just trying to draw those hands central. Either open up the body.
I can imagine it's quite difficult where Van Poetsch is just so much shorter. When he's covered up, there really isn't much gap to get in there. But he's doing a good job at definitely, you know, unpicking it.
Yeah, you're right. Not a great deal of distance between the bottom of the elbows and the top of the belt, but he looks comfortable, Harding, doesn't he? He's just having a kind of experiment with a few things. He's got the luxury of doing so. He's not under any major pressure. He's clearly ahead.
Hitting, not getting hit, and just trying different things.
Well, that's good. Van Poetsch just came at him then, just made Harding think defensively for a moment, but he dealt with that fine. Back on the jab now at centre ring.
And a beautiful jab it is.
It's sharp, but it's relaxed and it's loose. That lead hand from Harding Jr.
Great sportsmanship between the guys.
Good to see, and well, he looks like he's enjoying himself.
Definitely.
In front of his hometown crowd.
And most definitely dominating the first 3 rounds so far.
I think he's on the way to pretty comfortable victory, barring a real disaster here. And well, looking at building a decent win streak. He said he's got his sights again set on the Southern Area middleweight title, currently held by Danny Butler, who himself is fast approaching the top 10 of the British ranking. So were he to earn that shot against Butler and beat him, or whether Butler moves on from that before he gets there. That Southern Area belt really does put him in the top 20 in the UK.
Yeah, I mean, winning the Southern Area title is definitely a good gateway into the top 10 there.
It's Billy Joe Saunders and Martin Murray, the current number 1 and 2, meeting to decide who will be the number 1 contender for the winner of that second clash between Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez in May. Really interesting prospects at middleweight all over the world, but it's certainly a division that Harding Jr. will look at, and there are some decent names up top, but it's not overly stacked to the hills in the UK. And as I say, if you can get that Southern Area title.
Big right hand from Harding, just sprayed us with a load of sweat by the side of the ring. Lovely right hand to the body. And again, just showing how to hit and not get hit.
Well, he looks lovely and relaxed now, knows that he's in the final round, so he can let the hands go a little and not be worried about emptying the tank. And this is nice stuff from Harding Jr.
His confidence has just gone through the roof right now. He's literally doing whatever he wants in there.
Just clubbing away to the head of Van Poetsch, who's covering up high and tight. Having to absorb a fair bit. Just a little corkscrew uppercut from Van Poetsch though. Harding Jr. back on the jab. Van Poetsch, he's got a bit of fight in him.
That's it. You know, this is the thing. You don't want to kind of get caught with these little bit silly shots.
Nice overhand right too there. Yeah, it was indeed. And just a little smile from Van Poetsch in the red shorts.
He's just trying to show that, you know, there is still a little bit of fight in him.
Just nonchalantly kind of swaggers away Harding Jr. Really, really confident, in control. Just missed the counter left hook that time. This is just the kind of fight that you want to go back to.
It's probably the most success Van Poetsch has had.
Good work from Van Poetsch. Just a brief reminder to Harding Jr. not to switch off or relax too much.
That's it.
Boxing beautifully, but of course, danger ever present. Just misses that chopping right hand.
Sometimes when you have that much success, I guess, you know, you kind of forget that actually this guy can hit back as well.
It's a kind of looping overhand right, isn't it, from Van Poetsch? And it's thrown speculatively, but it's landed a couple of times and kind of leaping forwards with it. He just fancies a little upset, doesn't he? Just thinks, well, maybe, just maybe. But if you don't throw it, you never know.
That's it. One punch can change it.
Good finish from Van Poetsch. Certainly his best round of the contest, with good sportsmanship between him and John Harding Jr. But I think Harding Jr. well away on the scorecards at York Hall.
Definitely showed that he's one to watch going forward.
So we'll find out the official result momentarily, but Van Poetsch is, well, he fainted a little back somersault there, gave our Master of Ceremonies a mini heart attack, I think.
Definitely a character.
After 4 rounds of action, a referee hopefully scores the contest 40 points to 36 points. Your winner is still undefeated from Brixton, John Harding! And your
A good win from John Harding, progressing nicely in his pro career, and he'll be making his way shortly ringside to talk with Adam Thorne about his plans for the rest of 2018.
John, you told me you dreamt this. You dreamt the cameras.
I did.
You dreamt the lights.
I
You
did.
dreamt the interview. Another little piece of that dream with that win tonight.
Yeah, it was another piece of dream. First of all, I thank God for making this dream happen. I thank for my coach that took faith in me as soon as I stepped out of the prison gates. He took me under his wing. My team, Chris Congo, Richard Ryoko, Isaac Chamberlain. It's all been a blessing. Like I said, man, I represent those that don't think their dreams can come true. And when people watch this, I want them to see that they can achieve whatever they want to do in their life. And I truly believe what I'm doing now shows that God is real.
We'll talk about the performance in a second. You just name dropped all your team that are here with you.
Yeah.
You've brought more celebrities to York Hall than an edition of Heat magazine.
You know, I'm just truly blessed that God's put favor on my life, and people's supporting me from left, right, and center, all over, reaching out. People that are known, celebrities. I just thank God, and I just want, as I said, I just want to show people that if you believe in yourself, all things can happen for you.
Well, tonight you got the win, a shutout points victory over Louis Van Poetsch. He's a tricky journeyman. He's on the road. He's got a couple of wins recently. Were you a bit wary of that?
I was a bit wary of the counter. I could see that so I was trying to drop my left low so he can swing it over and right, and I stepped back and catch him with a straight right. I felt I could have pushed through it. My coach saw it in the second, and in the end of the third, that I could have went for the stoppage. I was a bit focused on just getting the rounds in. Where I ain't been in the ring since September, I really just wanted the rounds. But I listened to my corner. Ted just said, control the jab, that's all it is. Go and enjoy it. Go do what you do in sparring. And that's what I felt I'd done tonight, just took what I do in sparring. And it's slowly but surely, it took its time, but I think I'm slowly getting to terms in the professional game, and will be a real handful for other middleweights.
Talking of that, that's your fifth fourth rounder.
Yeah.
Sixth rounder next, maybe?
Yes, sixth rounder definitely next. You're going to see the excitement. You're going to see the lightning. You're going to see the favour of God with TBA this year. Trust me, you're not going to miss out. It's going to be such a nightmare for other people in my division. But bit by bit, I've got to just take my time and step by step, and then they'll hear of me anyway. They'll see.
John, if you want to see John bring the excitement and the lightning, stay tuned. John Harding, congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much.
Talk to you.
Thank you.
Cheers.